this bitch, little bro. I was just gone for a little minute, but I'm back now. Nigga can't say that I ain't with it, check my background. Just put a switch up on my glitz, I love that max sound.
YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Pressure, and I'm back with another video. I've been gone for a little minute, but I'm back now. Hey man, it's been a long time, it's been a long minute, man, a long hiatus, if I do say so myself. First of all, man, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing mentally? How y'all doing, you know, financially? How y'all, you know, let me know. It's been a minute since I dropped. It's been a minute since we had this, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since we saw each other, dog. How you been, man? But no, for real, man, it's been almost a year since I dropped, which it really hasn't been intended, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I've been in my bag for real, man. Like, the last time I dropped, bro, life has been so different. So much stuff has happened, you know what I'm saying? Where do I start? Where do I start? Hey man, everything is still the same financially. I'm still in my bag. I'm still the wham, man. You know what I'm saying? I still been in my bag. I still been grinding. I still been, you know what I'm saying, trying to establish myself financially, and as a man, I've been trying to establish myself. Let's see. Man, I've been getting into my fashion bag lately. If y'all haven't already, from last times I've been dropping, if you haven't, make sure y'all follow me on TikTok. Hey man, I have the, you know, I wouldn't mind being a model or whatever the case may be, for a brand, model for brands, whatever the case may be. But fashion is kind of like it's kind of. But yeah, like I was saying, man, follow my folk, man. Zero on that. Drop that young nigga word up. Yeah, about 12K on YouTube. You see my dog got a check mark, no cap, he verified. Make sure y'all follow my dog TY Turn Young and no cap. Finna run it up. Get this shit while it's on the ground for a blow, man. Oh, in the midst of that, let me say this, man. Hey, man. Social media is crazy. It has been. Let me just say this, man. I am not easy. I'm easy for the fine shit. It's a difference between easy and going. You know what I'm saying? If you easy for a certain field or criteria. If you going, you crushing anybody. You letting anybody crush. No cap. Anybody can crack the buns. But I mean, I've never been a going guy. Let's get that there. Let's stop that right there. Cause recently, my mama know personally. And she like, you know, my mama, she thinks, she say I'm Mr. Ain't Going. And with the case I am, because I'm not going for, me personally, when it comes to dealing with a woman, I don't too much. It's from, not saying my past ain't been, you know, good, or it ain't been, you know, just flat out, you know, terrible. But like, just based off the different women I have talked to in the past, or the case may have been, bro, I'm to a point now, bro, where like arguing, it don't. I avoid arguing at all time high. I've argued so much coming up, or growing up with women. In a relationship, bro, it's draining. I learned it's a draining thing. It's very toxic, and I learned that it's a difference between y'all arguing and y'all communicating. If y'all communicating, the energy is we're at a calm state. We ain't having no shouting battle. You understanding my concept, I'm understanding yours. We're talking about the conflicts that's going on between us. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as an argument, man, it's a whole lot of yelling, a whole lot of this, a whole lot of feelings hurt. The build up of having all those arguments, bro, it becomes toxic, and it kind of like, it destroys you as a person. You know what I'm saying? So growing into a man, I learned that, and I've tried to, I've corrected that about myself, and every time I feel myself, I correct myself when I feel myself, out of place when it comes to that arguing and communicating. But let me find this question now that I had on Instagram, man. Little life update, man. And then let's talk about it, bro. America is crazy. Have y'all seen the whole Diddy trial, bro? The Diddy and Cassie trial, bro, that is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. That is diabolical. From the whole, bro, I can't even go in detail. That type of stuff, that type of topic is hard to speak on because it's so, the details and everything, but it's kind of like nerve-wracking, and it make me kind of sick talking about it, bro. Like, we be talking about it at work so much, and I just can't do that. I can't. I understand. People may like what they may like, but it got to a point where somebody wasn't liking it, and it became, this is what's gonna happen, or else. Once it get to a point like that, let's get the law enforcement involved, because that ain't willingly, that's forcefully. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So I got the questions pulled up. So let's get into it. First question is, what motivates you when it comes to fashion? When it comes to my fashion, bro, what motivates me is, man, like I said, just like what Coach Prime say, if you look good, you feel good, you feel good, you play good. Honestly, bro, I feel like it's a mental booster, honestly. A mental booster, a confidence booster, I mean, if you got that shit on, you trim, you gonna feel like $1 million, honestly. I mean, not saying, I never had the confidence to begin with, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a booster, like, me personally, I'm a humble guy. I don't too much do. I have my moments where I do pop it, you know what I'm saying? I might pop my shit every now and then, but for the most part, I'm a humble guy. I don't too much try to, be cocky or arrogant, It just, I'll come down to confidence, man. Honestly, bro, and then as a big guy, it's kind of hard. I ain't gonna say it's hard to find clothes, because I find my clothes with ease, because, I mean, you just gotta search, bro. You gotta look, bro. At one point in time, I do feel like it was hard to, find good quality clothes. But like, nah, I feel like I got it down pat as far as finding clothes. So next question is, what is your preference in women? Honestly, bro, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a preference, but I do, you know what I'm saying? Let's get number one out of the way. I love a black queen, you know what I'm saying? I love a black queen. Let's start there, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to a black woman, she gotta be black. Whether she light skin, dark skin, brown skin, hey, I like what I like, but I do love a black woman. Let's start there. I do love a black woman. But I wouldn't even necessarily say I have like a preference when it comes to, in latest terms. I wouldn't necessarily say Cause I feel like the whole fine shit thing is kind of, you know, that's kind of, we getting over that wave. Cause at this point, anybody is calling themselves that. So I can't even really say I like that, cause any and everybody calling themselves that. So I mean, I will say this though. I will say who does have a special place in my heart. Auntie now. I might be playing, I might not. I don't know. I like to troll a lot, bro. That's another thing. I ain't, you know, I like auntie and them, but I will, you know what I'm saying? Somebody my age, if they, you know, if they got their head on right, you know what I'm saying? They got their head on right, you know. I fool them. I don't have a problem, you know, being with somebody my age or talking to women my age. But it's like, you know, I don't like a woman that's always in drama. I don't think no man does, honestly. But me personally, speaking on me, now I don't know what other men may like. I don't like a woman that's always in some mess, or, you know, always causing some mess. You know, I don't be with all that for real. But I do like a southern woman. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, it's just a preference. But hey man, black woman is really, once you get past that, it's just really if I like what I like, you know. So that's it on. All right, for the next question, what plans do you have for your Chrysler? I know I haven't done any mods, bro, but you know, I'm more so focused on paying it off and getting, you know, doing what I got planned. I'm not gonna say too much, but the guys know. If you know me, you know what I have planned. You know, so I just want to focus on paying it off first, because I don't even, when it comes to cosmetic mods or anything for my car, bro, the most I might do, I know I'm gonna get a rear diffuser, you know, I'm gonna get a front splitter. I'm definitely gonna change my hood. Eventually, I'm gonna get a paint correction and get a ceramic coated, or I might get a wrap. Depends on how I'm feeling about the situation. That's it, honestly, cosmetically wise. I'm gonna get my interior right. I want to get the stars on the roof. You know, I want to turn a 300 into a roller double R. You know, so I don't know. It's really, if you know, you know. When it comes to that, I don't want to speak on too much, because you can't let, like my granny told me, you know what I'm saying, you can't let your left hand know what your right hand doing, if you catch my drift. For the next question, what are your plans for the future? For the future wise, bro, honestly, bro, I can't really say what God has in store for me, you know. But I do think, you know, eventually I do want my own family, you know what I'm saying? I want a wife. I don't want to say I want too many kids. Really, I want two. If I really just gotta choose, I want one, honestly, but my match gonna be two for real. You know, I want a house, you know, and you know, if financially, but if I lock in outside of my actual 9 to 5 and I have a different source of income and it just, you know, take off, I will move from Alabama, honestly. I will say that. I don't mind moving from Alabama. That's definitely not a problem, because it isn't really anything left here outside of, like, you know, drama, or there's a lot going on in the world, to be honest. So it ain't really like I can really get away from, because there's a lot going on everywhere. But future wise, that's what, you know what I'm saying, I want to start my own family, you know, get a house. I will move if financially and work wise, if I have everything, you know, solved, I would move. That's not a problem. Where to? That's a good question. Where? I wouldn't mind moving to Georgia. I wouldn't mind moving to Texas. I wouldn't even mind moving to Florida. If I did move, though, it'd definitely be somewhere in the South. So I will say that. But yeah. For the next question, we got, are you single? For the most part, yes, I am. Not even for the most part, yes, I am. Am I interested? If you got your mind right, yes. If you're gonna play games, no. Honestly, I really passed the playing games part. You know, I'm trying to, you know, build something. You know, if you ain't trying to build nothing, it ain't really too much. You know, we can be friends, or whatever. But as far as like anything more than friends, man, it ain't really too much interest. If we can be, like I was telling one of my homeboys today. We could, you know what I mean? When it come down to it, you be my own girl, whatever the case may be. But anything more than that, if you ain't got your mind right, or if you ain't really having no emotion, whatever the case may be, you got nothing going for yourself, it ain't really going. You can be my own girl, it won't even work out. Anything more than that, it won't work out. So, yes, I am single. I'm interested in somebody the same mindset as me, somebody who's having their own emotion, or somebody who's, you know, having something going for themselves. So, yeah, that's it on that one. Okay, one last question for the video. We're gonna do one last question. Last question is, what keeps you motivated? Honestly, bro, what keeps me motivated, or what motivates me, bro, is me wanting better for myself. Like, me knowing I can do better. I know I'm doing good, I know I can do better. So that's just really what drives me to take the extra step on, you know, getting work did, or getting to it, honestly. Me knowing I can do better. So, hey man, I know it's been a minute, and you know, drop consistent pressure in the chat, in the comments. Make sure I drop consistent pressure. I'm finna be consistent, man. I'm finna bring out some more heat. I'm finna bring some more videos. I'm finna drop some more hits. But hey man, until next time, man. Pressure fam. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram if y'all haven't. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok, DA.205, same on IG. Then until next time, man. Love y'all. We gone.